Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you are having a wonderful, let's call this a Thursday. Am I right? Am I close? Is it Thursday? Yeah, look at that. It's Thursday. Oh, January 30th. Guys, we are 48 hours from January 2020 being over. Yay. Yeah. Has anybody enjoyed their January? I haven't hated it, but yeah, it's almost over. Almost a full month into this new year of 2020, and it's the year of hindsight, I guess. We'll see. So many things to talk about today. Big show today. Big show. I'm full of shit, but I got to sell it, right? Am I doing it? Am I selling well? This is going to be the best show ever. You can't miss this one. Your life depends on it. Hashtag not all. Wow. I've only been up for maybe an hour. I don't even think it's been that long, really. And I was looking around for things to talk about, and God, the impeachment's there. It looms over everything because, well, it's the only big story going on. Nothing else is. There's nothing else to see with like viruses and geopolitical warfare and any of that nonsense. None of that's going on, you guys. Did I remember to take my medicine? Yes, I did. Thank you, James Colley, for reminding me. Excuse me, I haven't taken my Motrin yet. I'll do that a little bit later in the show. But yeah, I took my medicine. Oh, man, it's been a rough couple of days. This is the longest I've had to recover after the kids were here. But in fairness, I did play hard. I was Grand Monkey's little follower. Whatever she told me to do, I did. And that girl has lots of energy. Thankfully, there was one part. She just wanted to bounce on a bed. And I don't know if you're supposed to let kids do that, but she was safe. So no big deal. All she wanted me there for was to watch. She wanted to do her tumbling and her gymnastics. She loves doing her gymnastics. And so all I had to do was sit there. And I was so thankful for that hour. Kids always want, Mommy, watch me. Grandpa, watch me. Daddy, watch me. I'm happy to watch. Like, yeah, you do that. I will sit here. I will be your biggest fan while you do it. But yeah, for the rest of the time, it's like, let's go play this. Let's go play that. And it's like, yeah, sure. It'll only last for a day or two. We're on day 5. My body going, Frank, die already. But we'll get there. It's getting better. So yeah, I took my medicine. Believe me, that was foremost on my mind when I woke up. Something monks on a bed. Yeah, yeah, monk. Now, in fairness, it's not very high off the ground. It's very, very comfortable, very soft. So she wasn't going to hurt herself. Is it any better for her to do her gymnastics on the floor? It was cute. She'd come running in and do a roll onto it. It was awesome. And then to watch Pumpkin try to do it as well, because she's much smaller and doesn't have the coordination. So she would sit on the edge of the bed and roll herself off. It was just cute. And then roll herself backwards. Yeah, it was just awesome. But yeah, it kicked my ass. And I'm still feeling it, guys. So expect the Monkey in the Mornings to be all over the place. I know they usually are anyway, but even more so than normal, bouncing back and forth between time zones for when Monkey can actually get his fat ass to bed. Did you guys sleep well? Did everybody get a good night's rest? Did Sandman come and take you away? Doesn't that sound so creepy? Did it take you away? Breadtube has been shitting all over themselves lately, guys. Hey, Sin, how you doing, my friend? If you're not in your car and you're bored, let me know. I'll bring you on. I've been watching this unfold. It's been a slow. Oh God, I'm gonna use the word. It's been a slow transition. It's funny I use that word because transitioning is a big part of what's going on with Breadtube right now. For those of you who don't know what Breadtube is, it is it's kind of like the skeptic community, only communist. And they got together. They thought it would be really clever to name themselves after a communist book. That's the height of cleverality. Is that a word? Cleverishness. Whatever the fucking word is. I like making up new words because you know what I mean and I still sound like an idiot. It's great. the problem with them, and the reason that they're disintegrating faster than, say, the skeptic community, is that uh, they're very much ideological driven, and they have ideological purity tests. You see, you bring all these people together, and some of them are like, okay, yeah, I'm on the fringe of what you believe, but I support you. And then you have your dieharders. Well, anytime something big happens, and honestly, the funniest one to me is that part of what did this. Oh, Jack, I'm sorry, it didn't give me the thing to let me know you're here. Hi, Jack.
Oh, that's all right. Hi, how you doing?
Not too bad. How long you been waiting?
Like 30 seconds.
Oh, sweet. It still didn't give me the notice, but anytime I look over and see somebody waiting, I'm like, fuck, how long have they been there? I was just telling the folks here, Jack, Breadtube's having an issue.
Are they half baked?
They are half baked. They're having an issue because for a lot of these people, it is a morality. It's their ideology that brings them together, and you have to be ideologically pure to be one of them. And if you start to have just slightly different ideas, you're a bad one. You're a bad one. And it's kicked off a couple of times. Contra has gotten a bunch of shit. Contra being probably the leader of Breadtube, which just saying that's going to piss off these breadliners. But Contra is the reason that they got so much attention. And so all these people flock to it, let's call them what they are, commies. All these people with far left-wing ideology flock over there. And they don't actually agree on much. And you can't have a movement like that where you're trying to take over the world, or in this case, YouTube, and allow any dissent. Dissenters have to be punished.
Oh, they have camps for that, I hear.
Well, and this is where the skeptic community did last longer. The skeptic community wasn't so much united in ideology as they were united in hating something else. The skeptic community largely was just like, we don't like feminists. We don't like, and not necessarily feminism, but feminists. We don't like the Black Lives Matter crap. We don't like any of this nonsense that's thrown on there. So it was able to last a lot longer, and any disputes were, okay, live and learn. Breadtube's not that way. Breadtube is more like atheism plus.
Oh God, yeah.
It really is. It really is.
You're not wrong. I just really thought atheism plus was stupid.
Oh, it was. But Jack, I'm bringing it back, and here's why. They brought back Gamergate. Did you know this?
Why? Just stop buying bad games. How's that? Let everybody collapse.
Because we have to, man. We got to go back all the time, because that was, for the internet, the empowering moment for women.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
You ever run into somebody you knew from high school, hypothetically, and they were like on the football team, and that's all they could talk about?
Yes. As you started saying that, the song "Glory Days" popped in my head.
Yeah,
because yeah, it really is. But I've thought about this a lot, Jack. Like, why Gamergate? Why was that the thing that kicked off so many things, and why does it keep getting brought up? And it's because it was the feminist power play on the internet.
Yeah, but it just sounds like Al Bundy talking about that time he got all those touchdowns in high school.
4 touchdowns in a football game. Yes.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. Like you're just living in the past, like a big crybaby who can't move forward or has never bothered to do anything since. So they got to go back to that one thing they did that felt good and felt like they achieved something.
Either Toe says Gamergate never went away. They talked about it nonstop. That's fair. Some people have, but for the most part, people have moved on. And then every so often it comes back, and there's a big explosion of comments about it, and then it goes away again. And we're coming to the zenith of one of those. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not sure why it came back up. Best I can tell, it has something to do with Joe Rogan endorsing Bernie. But I don't know. I honestly don't. I just saw them all blowing up, and it was around that same time that it started to blow up again. And I don't follow enough of these people to know. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna be talking very vaguely about Breadtube because I don't give a fuck. I just think it's funny to watch. I watched several different things today. Shoe on Head over on her Brainlet channel released a video about Joe Rogan endorsing Bernie and Bernie accepting that endorsement and how many people lost their shit. I didn't realize there was one chick who vowed every hour to check and make sure Bernie deleted that tweet.
Get a fucking hobby. Jeez.
I know, right? Formerly Rodline says, can you maybe perhaps give my son a happy birthday? I'd be happy to. What? Give me a name to call him by, bud. There was that. And then, of course, I started to talk about Contra. Contra has kicked off a lot of this stuff. Contra occasionally says things that makes the trans folks lose their shit. And there's a whole lot of them. Blaze. All right. Blaze, buddy. I'm gonna talk for just a second to move this from some of the more colorful language I've been using, and give you a chance to let Blaze have a decent introduction here. Blaze, this one, dear boy, is for you, and a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Dee-dee-dee. Happy birthday to you.
Sheep out.
Happy birthday, dear Blaze. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Blaze. I hope you had a good one. I hope it's a great day for you. I really do. Tell your dad to spoil you. I told him to. All right, now we're going to get back into the colorful language. I'm not sure how old Blaze is, but this is not children time, so I got to get back to saying some horrible things. The trans part seems to be what drives all of them apart, because one of the biggest criticisms of the Joe Rogan endorsement is that Joe Rogan has said anti-trans things, mainly saying that men are men and women are women. Not that he doesn't think people can go live their life as trans. That's fine. He's not saying you can't do that. He just says biologically men are men and women are women. It's almost like, I don't know, he's read biology or something. He took a biology class somewhere and read a biology textbook. I don't know.
Biology, that's colonialist patriarchy, mister.
Hate facts. Rogan also has made some, let's just say it was a racist joke. I forget exactly what it was, but he did make a racially disparaging joke about some movie theater and area he was, which he even said, yeah, that was too far. So he admitted it. It was back in 2012, Jack. 8 years ago, he made this joke, and they brought it up because he endorsed Bernie. 8 years ago. Have you seen Joe Rogan's show?
I don't really watch it, but I don't hear him mocking trans people.
If you watch Joe Rogan's show, there's a plethora of skin colors that come through there. It's not like he is some white national. They try to paint him like he hates. He's a racist. You guys. He's a TERF. TERF. Oh my god. I think TERF is the wedge that is. It's the extra ingredient in Breadtube that just made it not work. But yeah, so there's the trans thing there. You have Contra said some stuff that they don't consider transy enough. I don't know, trans positive, is that a word? Transbian? They're transbians. He's not supportive of it enough. But the one I hadn't seen, because I went to look at this and I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on in Breadtube? Because it pops up on my timeline from time to time. Cat Black. Y'all know Cat Black?
Mm-hmm.
Cat Black made a post, a long Twitter thread, explaining that maybe it's not always right for people to medically transition right away.
What?
Yeah. Now, Cat Black, a trans woman said this, and oh boy, oh boy, did the "we know better than you" people come out. There was this belongs with all the what was the thing? This do I still have it? Let me see if I still have that saved. I want to read the exact quote because it's beautiful. Oh nope, I don't have it. It basically this belongs in the trash bin with all the other turfy shit. What does turf mean again? Trans exclusionary radical feminist. It's a feminist who believes that women should have rights, not trans women necessarily. You can never pass all the purity tests. They will turn on you. See Riley Dennis as of yesterday. Yes, Riley Dennis. Riley Dennis. I don't follow Riley. I stopped following Riley more than a year ago because it was just the same old boring shit. But Riley Dennis came out and supported Elizabeth Warren. And oh my God, the comments Riley was getting, even I was like, fuck off. Leave her alone. You know why you shouldn't support Elizabeth Warren if you're Riley Dennis? Because Elizabeth Warren was a Republican during the 80s when the AIDS virus came around and Reagan wouldn't talk about it, so it killed all the gay people. And so you can't support her.
What?
Yeah, I actually read that on her timeline.
That makes no sense.
Well, it's the purity test, Jack. It's a purity test. Elizabeth Warren hasn't been a staunch communist since she left her mother's scooter, and therefore she can never be pure enough for them. The candidates so far have played pretty nice with each other. But we're seeing the very same thing we saw in 2016 with the Bernie folks. And this time we have the Warren folks with them. And they are eating each other alive. It is funny as fuck to watch. You should see. These people should be natural allies. They really should. Most of their economic policy, which is what brings them together, is the same. Fuck, Warren stole it from the man. So you should be like, look, if Bernie doesn't win, then okay, I'll take Warren. And if Warren doesn't win, okay, I'll take Bernie. They should be natural allies, Jack. Nope. You're not pure enough for my version of this communist bullshit. But it's funny to watch, you guys. It's not funny when Warren's supporters get ratioed. Oh, it's funny as fuck. It's all funny. Don't get me wrong. I don't support either of these candidates, so I can sit back and laugh and watch it. But it's the purity tests that are driving them apart, Jack. The same as with any radical ideology. You can't have a crack in it. And if there's any crack, it just falls right apart. Strange bedfellows, does politics make? You know, that's the problem here is that they should be, Warren and Sanders are not that far apart. But they're going after each other this hard and ignoring like Biden. Ignoring, I guess they've all decided, look, he sucks. We don't need to talk about him. We need to fight to the death over which one of our people gets to win. I don't see how. Let's say Bernie wins the nomination. I don't see how Warren fans can ever support him, and vice versa. Bernie fans ever support Warren. Not with the way they talk. And we saw this in 2016 with the Bernie Bros. They were so adamantly anti-Hillary. And Bernie, do you remember Bernie being a traitor for supporting her? Of course he was going to support her. What did you guys think he was going to do? He was running on the Democratic ticket. You think he was going to, fuck it. I'm gonna run third party and ensure Trump a major victory? Are y'all retarded? Anyway, but yeah, it's fun to watch. If you don't watch Breadtube, if you're not familiar with the people involved, just do a search on Twitter for Breadtube, all one word, and just read through some of what's going on right now. Just read the latest. Read the latest. The only positive comment I saw there, Jack, was somebody said something to the effect, always good to hear from the person who introduced me to the Breadtubers it was somebody responding to H Bomber Guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of H Bomber Guy. My introduction to him was that stupid 20 questions or questions for anti-SJWs.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And all he did was, what's with all the skulls?
Dur, dur, dur.
I hear he's really intelligent and really smart. And didn't he used to hang out with somebody famous? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Wasn't he with was he with Medicare? No. I can't remember. He used to hang out with some biggies over on the anti-SJW side. And then they all split apart. But yeah, he's supposed to be very funny. I've gone and watched some of his stuff. I'm like, that's not funny, but all right. Look, if you make lefties laugh, I applaud you because they need more laughter in their life. H Bomber is an idiot and very disingenuous. He's disingenuous is being very kind, Kyle. Very, very kind. Is this a chat assignment? Because I really don't want to. No, nuts. This is not a requirement. Just something if you want to see it, you should check it out sometime because it is a dumpster fire right now. And you have some people pulling the can't we all get along stuff as well. Like, we need to stop infighting. Like, it's too late, you idiot. Havoc, thank you so much. Am I retarded? Yes, I am. Well, that's is it coming out of the closet if you tell people that?
I think in the modern era, yeah, probably.
It's coming off of the window.
You've licked the window clean. Now we can see you're retarded.
Thank you so much for the donation, which is a good time to remind you we're brought to you by you. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and please donate to my friend Jack here and me if you can. But he does great work. Links are going around, and you people are wonderful.
Yeah, the audience is awesome.
We have the best audience in the world, man.
That's true.
You know, and I want to bring this up at this point because we don't do ideological purity tests around here, Jack. Even if you disagree with me on everything, you are welcome here, and I'm happy to hear your opinions. And we get that from time to time. People get mad at me. You guys get mad at me a lot. Sometimes I feel like you don't like me, but I'm going to say things that piss you off, and that's okay. I feel like people need more things to be exposed to more things that challenge them in that way, Jack. Challenge their ability to still like something, even though it might not be perfect. Especially when you're talking about people. Drew, yes, indeed. Drew says the purity test is fun in the libertarian circles. Oh, God. Especially after 2016. After 2016, a lot of the Bernie folks decided they were going to be libertarian. And I'm like, what? I'm a libertarian now. What? Do you not understand what libertarian is? Sin, if that's your way of telling me you're home, say or blink twice. No, it was funny me watching this because libertarians, they are if you want to talk about Puritan tests, or purity tests, oh dear God. I've told you guys before, I never became a card-carrying libertarian because of that. Because I was of the opinion baby steps are better than no steps. And not over there. Not over there. Sin, what are you doing? I don't know what Sin's doing over there. I think Sin's drunk. It's too early to be drinking, Sin. What do you mean I don't reach it? Wasn't I just responding to chat?
Yeah.
I feel like I was. How dare you? No, but yeah, the libertarians, they were like, we need to get rid of income tax. I'm like, wouldn't it be at least better to have less income? No. Like, so you're for exactly what we have now or nothing. Yes, we cannot compromise our principles. All right. I put that I was home like 10 minutes ago. Oh, well, yeah, it is well known that, like, you fucking stream, stop being a Sinatra, damn it. Bam. Yeah, but it was all about purity tests, and you had to be, especially the tax thing, Jack. That was their big one. If you weren't get rid of all taxes now, then you might as well not vote. And it's like, no, look, guys, it's better. It's better to win the battle and keep fighting the war. And they're like, no, we're going to get our asses kicked until we win. Like, you're just going to tire the other guy out, huh? That rope a dope only works if you have a chin like Ali. Just saying. The libertarians are right about some taxes. Look, I agree with libertarians on a lot of stuff, but your hardcore libertarians, they are insane. Sorry, they're insane. They would rather cut off their nose to spite their face than actually win. It's impressive to see. Taxation is theft. No, it's not. It still should be kept to a minimum because you are talking about taking other people's money for to make your government or whatever run. So you should keep that to a minimum, but it's necessary. I'm a libertarian. Let me tell you, it's absolutely infuriating trying to people who want all or nothing with absolutely zero compromise. That's not how this fucking nation works for a reason. Virgil, exactly. And I will give that to the major parties, liberal or the Republicans and Democrats. They're far more likely to forgive your ideological sins because they understand that you need numbers to win. You'll see this well in the outside groups. Your Greens, your what was on Ross Perot gave us, the American Party or whatever the fuck it was. Oh. And any of these ideological parties, you're not going to get that. They are so focused on all or nothing. That's what Breadtube's going through right now over on.
Dude, I hate StreamYard so fucking much.
Why did you jump back out?
It kicked me out. It said I needed to log in.
Oh, put your damn headphones on.
No.
James Colley, thank you so much. So dope unless you got a purty mouth. I'm not sure what that meant. Was that meant to go to me? I'm a libertarian and I don't want to pay tax or don't want my taxes to be used for everything. I understand that, but that's not how our system works. I knew libertarians who actually wanted you to have a checklist. If you were going to have to pay taxes, you were going to get to check which things you were paying for. I'm like, that's not how it works. It's not how any of this works.
Real quick over on the Streamlabs. Thank you, Cryptic, for the donation. Don't tell me to give this guy money, monkey. Not like this guy puts out videos faster than the coronavirus.
No shit, right?
Thanks, Cryptic.
For all the streaming I do, or all the streaming and videos Sinatra does, I think Jack's the hardest working motherfucker on YouTube. Dude, you know how many videos this man puts out?
I put out 4 yesterday.
What? You've had days where you ain't put out shit, so stop it. I'm not denying you do more work than I do. I will give you that. I'm just saying Jack does more than both of us.
Maybe.
Just throwing that out there. Sin is ready for the woo flu. Yeah, I see that. It looks like you're in a little bubble.
Yeah, I got my little hazmat suit on.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm sorry, I'm poor this month. Oh, you don't have to be sorry. You don't have to donate, guys. Remember, we do this. This is a public service. But if you'd like to donate, that's absolutely something you can do. That's 4 more than Monkey this month. Shut up, Dax.
That's 4 more than Monkey in the past 4 months.
It's actually 6 months. My last video was in July.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't. Every time I sit down to do it, I talk myself out of it, and I don't know why. I miss doing it. I really do. I'm one of the few people I know that I actually enjoy the editing process more than actually making the content. The worst part for me is always recording. That's the part. It's like fuck, because I fuck up so much. You guys have heard me read. I read my scripts the same way. So I have to keep take after take after take. One of them was 25 takes before I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't say this line, and I had to change it. Yeah. Anyway. Virus lives matter. Stop it.
Yeah, someone what was it, a blue check mark? Let me go look. Now, just someone called Eyes on the right said that a good way to show you're racist is to put your your avatar in an hazmat suit.
Oh, fuck off. Virgil says the only way that libertarians will ever take root in American policy is if we slowly push the Republican Party to libertarianism. There will never be a large block of L's in government because they can't stop bitching. Well, you have to understand, being a full-on libertarian in government is actually arguing against your cause in a way. It's arguing against yourself. Almost everybody who gets into government, they are there to take care of you. And that's what the government sells. And libertarians come along and go, I'm going to let you take care of yourself. I'm not going to promise you shit. Actually, I'm going to take things from you. And people are like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because that's also not how our government works. You're right about that, Virgil. If you want libertarianism, and libertarians actually did push the Republican Party to where it is right now. They did that back in the 80s. It was the 1980 election, I believe it was, that libertarians had their best showing ever. And the Republicans, yeah, they cribbed quite a bit of stuff from them at that time. Freedom and all of that. And then they never followed through on it. They still talk a decent libertarian game in Republican circles. They self-reliance, open market, we're going to get government out of your life. And then they get elected and keep doing the same stupid shit that the ones who came before them did. But the point here being ideological purity tests ruin everything. You can't be ideologically pure like that. You're not going to find somebody who agrees with you exactly.
But why not? Because how else are we supposed to keep those savages that disagree with me from saying things I don't want to hear if we're not gatekeeping?
Real quick, I'm sorry. It says, God damn it, I hate this YouTube censorship crap. Can never know if my message gets through or if ranting just misses them because I say the M word. As Jack points out, if you want to see if your message gets through, hover over it and see if it's got the 3 dots over on the right side. If you're on a phone, I realize that doesn't work, but if you're on a computer, at least that's one way to tell. Well, Jack, see, Jack, you and I can't be friends because we don't agree on everything. You like Asian chicks. I'm more of a white chick girl kind of guy.
Yeah,
He said girl.
I forgive you for that.
Yeah, see, we're not ideologically pure though, so we shouldn't be friends. But see, guys, this is how it works. It's strength in diversity, Jack.
It is. Diversity is our strength.
So I said I like the white chicks, and I'm sitting here thinking, what about Stacy? Stacy's definitely not white.
No,
it's not that I hate the Asians.
It's also questionable that she's a female.
Stacey Dash?
Yeah.
you're thinking of Beyonce.
Nope.
I'm gonna kick him off my show. How dare you? I've seen her naked. Cryptic, thank you. Since we are naming viruses after beer, how about Bud Viruser and Miller Viral Life? Oh God, thank you so much. Oh fuck.
I don't think Richo said Jack's stock of Asians is dwindling by the minute.
No, I've seen her quite naked. Thank you, Sinatra, and I've seen her where I know that's not even a tuck game. So there, that is definitely a woman.
Maybe.
Just don't look at her feet. Oh, she's got horrible feet. If you're on mobile, it deletes you, so you know right away. Well, Cirque, it does that most of the time on computer too, but sometimes it'll still make it look like it went through for you. YouTube needs to fix their shit. That's YouTube. Fix your shit. Man.
They're fixing their censor.
Oh, this reminds me of something else I wanted to talk about. Guys, if you want to say, Cryptic, thank you. Did I just hear you say you hate Asians? Of course not. Just on my woman chart, they're not at the very top like they are for some men. Mine, I have a smorgasbord at the top of mine. And Asians are in there, but it's not like I'm just an Asian kind of guy. Stop it, Cryptic. Don't be mad about Asians. Feel like, look, you're Asian.
Oh, shit. I'll be right back.
There's a reason Asian men and Asian women go together, genitally. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Ouch. You didn't need to slap him while he's down. He already thinks you hate his people. Now you're
Man. I don't get myself into this much trouble this early, Jack, unless we're talking about Kobe. But yeah, if you guys want to see the Breadtube thing blowing up, check out Twitter. It's fun. You can check out some of the videos. Peter Coffin did one that pissed people off. I think he's also the one who brought up Gamergate again, because of course he did. But go check it out. Watch the ideological purity test just drive them all apart, and watch the Bernie and Warren, the Sanders and Warren people fighting. It's glorious. It's just so beautiful. So check that out. But I want to talk about Google for a minute.
okay.
I saw an ad. I was watching. I don't remember what I was. I was actually playing Ark yesterday. Cryptic, thank you. You need to stop talking about my dong. I didn't say anything about your dong.
It was implied. I heard it.
I didn't say a thing. I don't know what you're talking about. How dare you, sir? It was an ad for, what is it, DuckDuckGo? Is that the name of that?
Search engine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an ad for DuckDuckGo. And they're blasting Google and Facebook. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Blast them all you want. But one of their criticisms was that Google will show you ads for things you searched for.
Yeah.
James Colley, thank you. Kobe blew up one last time. Indeed. But the criticism was that, thank you for the donation, by the way. The criticism was that Google will show you ads for things you looked for. Like, what the fuck are you going to show me ads for?
They really
It makes
don't show ads.
At all?
Not really. I use DuckDuckGo all the time. It's great.
How do they pay for themselves?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that part.
Um,
Like most search engines, I just type shit, hit enter, and move on with my day.
Well, there's a lot of people who get mad about the targeted ads. Well, yeah, targeted ads make sense. If you're gonna try to sell a product, you want to sell it to somebody who's looking for that fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people get mad. How dare they show me? You know what you do? Just like Jackson. I couldn't tell you what kind of ads I see when I'm on Google. I don't look. I don't pay attention.
Well, what I've noticed with Google, I hate to interrupt you, sorry.
No, go ahead.
What I've noticed is that like most of the first page is going to be search results for ads for whatever you typed in. That annoys the shit out of me. I don't want to have to get to page 5 in order to get to the things I'm actually searching for. That's why I switched to DuckDuckGo, because it wasn't that they were targeting me with ads. It was that they were flooding the results with ads.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
I agree with you, but I really only run into that if I'm searching on my phone.
Oh,
On my PC, I don't really see that. Maybe one ad. Typically, what I get more of is them trying to boost YouTube videos, because you'll get one answer and then like 3 videos and then Twitter responses, and then you'll start getting your actual responses. And I'm like, I don't need all that. Although I will say sometimes I do use the video link. It annoys me because if I want to see something on YouTube, I usually go to YouTube to search for it.
Yeah.
But no, just that part about it specific. They target you ads. Well, of course they do, dummy. That is a stupid thing to yell at them for. Too many ads? Fine. For those of you who are worried about they track me on the internet. You're going to be tracked everywhere. Sorry, it's how it works.
yeah. They don't filter their results like Google does. Like if you type in Hillary Clinton illness, you won't get her medical plan first. It'll actually be your search results, people talking about her illness. You know how Google kind of filters that shit out.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Don't you know it's a conspiracy theory to think that Hillary Clinton is not well?
It is. That's a right-wing talking point. But yeah, if I wanted to look something like that up, something that's blatantly, a conspiracy theory or partisan, Google hides that shit pretty far down.
They really do.
And honestly, I don't have time to waste like that. I got other shit to do. So
Oh.
I just use DuckDuckGo because the search results I think are better. Even Bing has better results sometimes.
I've never had a problem finding what I wanted to find, but I don't look that much, I guess. I usually if I'm searching Google, it's a pretty targeted search, and I have more problems on YouTube. This happened to me 2 days ago. I was looking for somebody chastised Pat, your boy Pat, chastised him for talking shit about Don Lemon.
Oh shit!
Called him boy. This black chick, boy, and you earned that name. She actually said that shit to me.
Wow.
Yeah, about how wonderful and smart and handsome Don Lemon is. So I went over to YouTube and I was searching for John Ward's video, Don Lemon's 10 biggest fails, and I typed that in specific those words.
Oh yeah.
And the whole first page is nothing but CNN. I'm like, no, okay, did I get the title wrong?
I got
so
some
I
breaking news here.
hold on one second. So then I typed in Don Lemon space John Ward. And again, the entire page is filled up with nothing but Don Lemon. I had to search John Ward, Don Lemon, top biggest fails or whatever the thing is. And I had the title right the first time. I had the fucking title right. They did not show me the video.
No, of course not.
I was like, are you out of your... What the fuck, YouTube? Anyway, what's the breaking news, Sinatra?
Russia has decided to close its border with China now.
Oh
Yeah, who didn't see that one coming?
that's actually kind of big news.
Yep, that is breaking as of 5 hours ago.
Damn. Yeah, that virus is gonna.
So that's what, number 3 or 4 that have decided to cut ties with China?
Well, that's just common sense. Everybody knows their government's lying through their teeth about the number of infections.
Don't say that. Did you see the Twitter argument I was in?
I saw part of it, and I was like, I'm going to get in trouble if I get involved in this, so I'm walking away.
Apparently, by not believing the communist Chinese numbers, I am now making the virus worse, as well as being a an ignorant, hate-filled monster.
I don't know how any of that's possible. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't, but I don't know.
These people aren't real bright. Real quick over on the Streamlabs. Thank you, Okie Native, for the donation. Less Yaki make with the game videos.
I agree. I think. Yeah, thanks for supporting the guys. Don't forget, Streamlabs links, they're around. Make sure you donate to the gentleman on the dais with me. They're awesome people who do awesome work and get nothing for it other than my company. How bad do you feel for them?
Yeah, and then he was like, this is why you're demonetized. You're spreading fake news. Because I was like, you should question the number coming out of the Chinese government. That's spreading fake news.
All you got to do is point out SARS, for fuck's sake.
I did. I pointed out SARS, Tianjin, and fucking Chernobyl. I said you should always question a communist government or any government.
You should question our government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they have to downplay it to keep people from freaking out. You know, you don't want to incite panic in your own population, and you sure as shit don't want anybody seeing the weakness of the communist platform in action, because that top-down control makes it so much harder to get anything done. And nobody wants to take any responsibility, because then the guy above them will kill them, most likely.
Oh, yeah.
Becca says Tucker said he believed the numbers were higher, too.
I don't know why anybody would believe that they're going to quarantine 50 fucking million people over, 5,000 cases? No.
Real quick, Kingslayer in chat says, Monkey, I've already given you my weekly available super chat money arguing about Kobe. Fair enough, sir. Again, guys, you don't have to give, but if you can, we appreciate it.
Assassin's right in chat. Oh, sorry, Monkey.
I was just gonna say, I don't understand with the available evidence. We're not even talking 50 years ago. The Chinese lied to us. It was in this decade.
Yeah.
Mike Downing, thank you. I miss much fake news crew. Hi, Jack and Sin.
Hi.
I miss much fake news crew. Thank you so much for the donation. And Oki, tell Jack less yak and make with the game videos. Thank you for the donation. You were going to say you agreed with Assassin.
Yeah. Nobody's paying attention as to whether or not this is a bioweapon. Because if it is a bioweapon, the way you handle it is a lot different than if it's just the common cold going around. You know, if this is just some people getting sick from a regular illness, it's not going to kill as many people as if it's targeted to kill the population. You have to go about it differently. And they're not talking about that. They're not talking about how they're handling the people that are supposedly patients. What's being done with that in China? We going to find out that there's like a bunch of trenches full of people they just killed, let die? Are there going to be war crimes here? What's going on?
So now you put on your damn headphones or turn your mic.
What? I just hiccuped.
No, I can hear myself.
Echoes.
Okay, hold on.
You fuckhead. What did you think I heard a hiccup that I was telling you to put on headphones?
No, audio processing is on. Ugh. This service blows.
Has there been any
How much
evidence?
do you pay a month for this?
Fuck, I don't know. I paid for a year.
So probably a nice little bit.
I think it's 15, 17, something like that.
No, it's 50.
No, not a month.
Oh, that's what it said when I looked the other day.
Which program were you looking at?
StreamYard.
They have different tiers.
Oh, it's 20 a month for the basic and 40 a month for the professional.
Yeah, there you go. And I got the basic, and I got it. I swear it was only like 17 when I got it.
Probably.
Maybe it was 20. I don't remember. But it allows me to do this, and for whatever flaws it may have, Sinatra, it's better than not streaming.
You know what's better than streaming?
Sex. I like sex. What's your answer?
Video.
Oh, you should try sex.
I have.
Oh, and that wasn't your answer. Damn, no, Shelly.
Making a video is
it.
Making videos are much better for your channel.
Mr. Dax says, has there been evidence that the infected are not turning into flesh-eating zombies? No.
This probably went Raccoon City a long time ago.
Yeah, and look,
I cannot think of another reason why they would be welding fucking bars over apartment doors.
Right, yeah. Caramon says, hashtag basic monkey. What basic? How dare you? We all agreed, I think, that when they quarantine the city, which, by the way, we'll go with the 11 million because that's what they told us at first. 11 million quarantined.
But that was just in one city.
Over 1,000 people being infected. Do we all agree that's if that was true, that is some severe overkill?
Yes, that's why we know it's not true.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, Gamer Valine, thank you so much. Hey, Sanute, Big PP continues. Based on no kung fu classes, the MERS strain, Spanish influenza, and SARS make this look like a head cold.
Not on my channel. You're not the Big PP anymore. You got knocked out last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gamer Valine got one shot. Oof. Well, no, got like 3-pieced, I think. Yeah, 3-pieced, but you're not Big PP anymore.
Come over here and Big PP. Oh, fuck, I can't even say it.
Here's the link if you want to become the Big PP again on my channel.
Look, the Kung flu is spreading faster than SARS did. We're almost past what the number of cases of SARS that were reported.
In total.
It's been like a week because it went from 3,000 the other day, and now we're at 8,000. And there's cases in India, which means that's going to skyrocket because India is even more dirt poor than China.
Yeah.
This thing is it was doubling, and now it's down to at least only going up by a quarter every time we hear.
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all.
Me neither.
Totally downplaying this.
Caramon says it took 6 months for SARS to reach 8,000. Corona's already there. Yeah, it's spreading fast as fuck. Do you remember MERS? Yep. Well, I mean, look, we've had these things out of China every 2-3 years. We had SARS and swine flu and bird flu, the avian flu. Remember that?
But this one, it really seems like it's. It really seems like it's going to do some real damage. Because I stay in touch with like the videos and stuff coming out of China because I'm really interested in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see them fucking welding bars over apartment doors during SARS. I didn't see them shutting down entire complexes because of Ebola. No, this is bad.
Reno, go sit in the corner. Reno says, isn't that what the three wise men brought to baby Jesus? Gold, frankincense, and myrrhs. Go sit in the corner. That was bad.
The fact they quarantined 11 million people was unprecedented in human history. That's never been done. Now we're up to 50 million, and people are closing borders and consulates.
Yeah.
They are really downplaying this. This is going to be a lot worse than they're saying. We'll probably never know the totals if this doesn't go complete pandemic, but...
well, they're having a meeting today, the WHO is, to decide if it is a international crisis or not. And if they don't consider it one, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, I am really, really pissed off with Donald Trump right now because he refuses to block air travel from China.
Yeah. I get why he's not. I do. I mean, it's political, but that's not a good reason. No, look, I'm saying I understand why he's doing it. I don't agree with it. Daryl, thank you. What if the homeless get the virus here in the U.S.? Oh, we're fucked, man.
Yeah, we're in big trouble, especially in California or San Francisco. Mm-hmm. It'll spread like crazy because they wander everywhere and they poop on the street. That's why we had sanitation laws to keep disease from spreading. That's why there used to be no spitting rules, because if you were spitting, you were spreading TB, and nobody pays any attention to those anymore. But that's why those were laws to begin with. And if it hits the homeless population, which it probably will, it's going to spread like wildfire through those major cities.
Apparently, there's good.
Expo Hotep, thank you so much. Shit, it fell off the screen. Now I got to come over here. 1 second.
Apparently, there are new cases being reported in South Korea. India is now reporting cases. The Philippines, and this is all within the last 6 hours.
Expo Hotep, thank you. Maybe this was their solution to their pollution problem. Hey, maybe that's it. It's we should be supporting this for global warming. And Tall Person, thank you. Can't stay. I have cashier training today, but I look forward to rewatching later. Have a nice day, everyone. I hope when you come back and watch, you're entertained by what you see. If not, blame these guys because I'm entertaining as fuck.
Thank you, Tall Person, for the 2 who said, I've heard that New York is planning to get rid of plastic bags come March. Have you heard anything about this? Is it happening anywhere else? Yes, right here. 2 of our local chains have just completely gotten rid of bags. Yeah. But they still print out like the 4 foot long Giant Eagle, one of them. I'm sure you know what that is, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
They still print out those 4.5 foot long receipts, but no plastic bags.
Yeah. I hate when I go, like, we used to have a Staple. Where was that Staples at? I can't remember, but there was one. Go in there and buy one thing, and the receipt was longer than my body.
Yeah. CVS does it too.
The fuck?
Over on the Streamlabs, thank you, Tall Person, for the donation. Happy National Coruscant Day, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate the donation.
Coruscant or croissant?
Coruscant, as in the planet from Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Hold up. I'll be right back.
But yeah, have fun with the training, my friend.
Yeah, good luck.
I liked cashiering. I really did. I was one of the few people at Walmart when they'd call for help up front. And like, hell yeah, I'll go do that. Time flies, and I enjoy talking with people. Gamer Valine, thank you again. Out of 2,500 MERS cases the WHO studied, 850 died, plus it thrives in dry climates, which the rest don't as much. TB moved people to the desert because it's dry. All the reporting nations are very humid.
Yeah, this is more like SARS, and it's going to spread more like that with like going through your pores or your mucous membrane, like your eyes, your nose, your mouth, that sort of thing. Shit. It's it can be real nasty. If it goes airborne, we are facing a real catastrophe.
Yeah, and there's been some talk of that already, about it being airborne. And if it is, our biggest problem here in the States is if it does come to one of our major cities. The other problem is if it actually comes in through the border without people knowing.
Well, they said, I don't know who they is, but they out there said that it can live on a surface for 25 days.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. No,
I stock up on cleaning supplies.
I'm not as worried about
no bullshit. I went and bought 2 bottles of ammonia yesterday.
I'm not as worried about it coming through our planes. I'm more worried about something like it coming from across the border. The number of people. No, if this spreads anywhere where there's not hospitals and stuff. Can you imagine this spreading in Mexico? This gets into Mexico City. 21 million people living there.
Someone said, "What about mail from China?" I got a package a couple days ago that said "from China." I just threw it right in the trash. Said, I don't fucking care about this.
Okay, thank you. I'm waiting for the 2 possible cases in Oklahoma City. I'm thinking so that is to come back positive so I can start looting. God damn it, Okie.
Look, my concern would be that if it hits Mexico City, which it probably will, it'll spread to like the Guatemalans and El Salvadorians that are sneaking into the country, and they'll disappear because it takes 2 to 10 days for you to show symptoms.
Yeah.
So they're carrying the sickness, and they'll probably spread it because they'll be asymptomatic. They'll give it to everybody else in their group, and those people will branch off throughout all of the Southwest.
Oh, Jesus. Gamer Valine just sent me this in DMs. Arizona resident is the 5th confirmed case in the United States.
Yeah, that's from the other day, wasn't it?
Updated 3 days ago, yeah.
Yeah. Furry Kitten says, I suppose I should cancel my order of a Chinese sex toy then. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you have to go that far. Just soak that in some alcohol when it arrives. But if anybody's ordering Asian brides right now, you might want to hold off. Oh, shit, it's in Oklahoma City. Look, it's going to come here.
It's already here. It's just a matter of how many people get infected.
I literally just said 5th confirmed case.
Yeah, but see, no, that's what I'm talking about, Sin. I'm talking about to the point where it's like, okay, 1,000 people are infected. It's going to come here in mass eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with not
California's going to let in a bunch of Chinese refugees, and then we're all dead.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Oh, God, that's terrifying. Hopefully Australia can come up with something in the biolabs because they got the genome from China, which they conveniently had on hand.
Sleepy Doodle says only people who are old and immune compromised will die from it, though, just like regular flu.
No.
We don't know that.
God, no. It is affecting perfectly healthy people.
Well, what they're talking about, and this is something I've asked and we haven't really got a good answer on, how many people are recovering from this?
So far, it looks like about half.
Yeah, and half is not just your old and infirm or even young, because those are the 3 that any flu season, but that's your real worries, the old and the infirm and the young. Any virus, actually, that's what it is.
According to Gamer Valine, Intel is also pulling all their American citizens out of China, too.
Yeah, we already evacuated our consulates there.
Yeah.
Man, if once it starts affecting business like that, you know it's real.
Yeah, when we brought the people from the consulate, we actually took them to Alaska and retested them to make sure they were safe before they brought them here.
Yeah, look, what's going to happen, how this usually works in pandemics is medical services get overwhelmed. You'll start with the very young and the very old. They'll be taking up a bunch of resources. And then once the system has too many people in it, it spreads to the others, and young, healthy people start getting sick and they start dying off. And when that happens, you have a real problem on your hands because your system's overwhelmed. You don't have the resources and there's no one to take care of them. So people just start dropping. And there's videos out there of people like walking down the street just collapsing.
Think of how many jobs will be available.
That's true.
Too soon?
No, wages did go up after the Black Death hit Europe. So
yeah, you have a shortage of workers. Well, everybody will be able to get a job or two if they need them.
Jack, by the way, When I said Intel, I meant the brand, not government services.
Oh, I thought you meant the intelligence agency.
No, I meant the brand Intel.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, you're gonna. Fuck, man. I just want the truth. That's right now. That's all I care about.
They're not going to do that to prevent mass panic.
I know.
That's
I know.
all there is to it. No, well,
God.
No, it'll be 20 years before real numbers come out.
I don't understand how not seeing the shipping containers with bars on the window don't incite mass panic.
Because they filter all that shit out in China.
That's
nobody's.
true. Yeah.
And because it's so far away, people here aren't worried about it. They still have that mindset of, if it's far away, it doesn't affect me. Well, with global travel being so easy, it can be at your house in 14, 24 hours. So,
yeah, that's why the plague of the 1917 was so bad. Is because we'd been overseas and brought it home.
Yeah, and the influenza killed a lot of people, and this, especially if it's weaponized, this could be a lot worse.
Reno says, "You want the truth? You can't handle the truth." Sorry, as a warrior, I've always wanted to say that. And Mike Downey, thank you. You can't handle the truth. Exactly. I understand not wanting to panic people, but I also think they're under preparing people. Although, like Sinatra pointed out, he went to several stores yesterday and he couldn't find any kind of mask.
Not even the ones, not only the ones rated to protect against this, not any, period. Thank you, Mike Downey, for the 2. Half of at least $50 million. What? Stream Plague Inc. tonight? I don't understand the first part and maybe to the second part. I don't think I have it, so.
Have you ever played?
I played it when it first came out on the iPhone, but not since.
I played it on the phone and then I saw it on Steam and I had to get it. It is a ridiculously fun game that at the beginning is kind of boring, and then as you see the map slowly turn red, you get this giddiness that makes you feel evil. It's great.
Real quick, I got a couple super chats to grab here. Thank you, Mike Downey. Wait till it hits New York or Chicago and New York City. Yeah, that'll be pretty terrifying. Okie Native, thank you. Does it concern anyone that Jack was in the medical related field at some point? It should concern everyone. And thank you, ex-Bubba Hotep. Medical services being overwhelmed, almost like needing to build several hospitals in a few days. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they are really on schedule with that should tell you everything you need to know.
Duck Dog says RZ masks, I'm not sure what that is, are available at Lowe's or Home Depot and on Amazon. Those are the rewashable ones that only last until it... Okay, so I did some research into these, and they're fucking terrible. They last until you come in contact with somebody sick, then you have to get a new one. So you're spending $30 for nothing.
Mr. Dax says, by the way, if the coronavirus kills you, Monkey, I'm going to unsub. That's fair. That's fair.
Mike Downey said, hospitals, funny way to say mass graves.
Oh, man, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, $15. Yeah.
Look, we're not saying to panic yet, but it might be a good time to go out and buy some rated masks like the N95s and maybe some bottled water and some extra food.
Dude, I am way ahead of you.
I know, but I'm just saying for the benefit of the audience, go out and maybe buy some tuna and ramen noodles and stock up for a few weeks.
Oh, this does look pretty fun, but I'm not buying it right now.
Catch it on sale, man. I don't know what the price is, but usually on sale it's like dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's $15.
If you're really worried, just move to Madagascar. Thank you so much, ex-Bubba Hotep, for that one. That's a Plague Inc. joke, guys. Don't forget, Greenland is also a possibility. Although Greenland gets hit a lot more than Madagascar. Apparently, they are hyper vigilant about their. Is that where is that our arc, Madagascar? Look, guys. Again, it's not time to panic here in the U.S., but as we keep saying, pay attention. Pay attention.
It's a good time to prepare so you don't have to panic.
Right.
if it hits a major city and you live in a major city, your grocery stores are going to be empty and there will be nothing to choose from.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, I have a ramen fund if you'd like to contribute to it. It's at the Streamlabs.
I have an ammo fund. It is my Streamlabs.
My Streamlabs is my fund for everything. I haven't done a good fund. You know, we should do a fundraiser today. We're gonna raise fund for Ranting Monkey Likes Fat Asses. That's the fund we're doing today. So if you'd like to support Ranting Monkey Likes Fat Asses, hit the Streamlabs and donate. Anything related to pull HEPA filters? We had masks when I was working on P8s. Damn. No, look, a lot of people are buying masks that aren't going to help them anyway. But, you know, it is flu season too here. So don't panic if somebody next to you is sick. It may just be the regular flu.
Holy shit. Italian cruise ship quarantined with thousands of people aboard due to a coronavirus.
Oops.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the type of mistake that's going to cost a lot of lives.
Yeah, this is just another reason never to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
I want to go on a cruise.
Well, except for the food poisoning, the chance you're going to get murdered and thrown overboard, and apparently virulent disease. Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Suspected. I don't give a fuck if it's suspected or not. That's still bad.
Yeah, you think everybody in there isn't going to freak out? And, like, they got to worry about, like, there being enough food. The waste management systems back up a lot on those things if they're not cleaned regularly. You're going to have all kinds of other problems with that. So
I just want to go on a cruise because they look fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big boat. So, yeah, it could be kind of fun. But
I miss being on Dad's ships. And then the closest thing I'm ever going to get to like that again would be going on a cruise. And Lady Monkey, she said, you know, I used to want to go on a cruise. And then she saw all the, you know, there was that rash of sinkings and the foodborne outbreaks. And yeah, she's like, I don't really want to do it now. I'm like, damn it.
No, thank you. No cruise.
Cruises are cool. Warren, thank you so much. I prefer to drink my Corona with lime, not death.
Lyme disease?
You must be Mexican. No, that's how we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. People buy Corona. Is that really the way to celebrate that day? We're American. We drink beer for everything. Mike Downey, thank you so much. Streamlabs keeps failing for you, Monk. $5 for fat ass fun. Thank you so much. I don't know why it's failing.
I'm with This Is Kyle. Fuck cruises. I hate the ocean and I don't trust big boats.
RVA Dar says cruise is nothing like a Navy ship. I know it's not like a Navy ship. Navy ships are cold and gray and stink. And don't have fun pools with giant slides on them. So I get that there's a difference, but it's being out on the open ocean again with that giant boat underneath you.
Gamer Valine said, nope, they're disease-ridden under non-eventful circumstances.
So are cities, but people go there.
Nobody wants to.
Lots of people want to.
You know, Shelly and I had this conversation like a week ago. She's like, I want to go to New York City. I was like, have fucking fun.
Yeah, that place
no, thank you.
It's dirty and there's rats everywhere.
New York is one of those places that I like seeing in pictures and movies and stuff. I don't have a desire to go there though.
Yeah.
Chicago, I enjoy, I haven't been there in years, but stay away from the bad sides of town. It's not actually bad.
Xenophobia on the rise due to coronavirus. Oh, shit.
Is that xenophobia?
No, that's called common sense. Now they're going to start the Hug a Coronavirus Victim Fund.
Right.
You know, just because someone's sick doesn't mean you shouldn't be around them. Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Hit up my Streamlabs to pew the Coronavirus Victim Fund.
Moonshock says there's a giant ship called the World where people buy condos and live on the boat full time. Apparently it's expensive as fuck. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I heard they were building that. I think it was originally called like the Freedom Ship. It's a pretty cool concept, but man, it seems very questionable.
It's hard to keep a ship clean.
Yeah.
Water is a good way to ruin anything. And mold likes to grow, and you have to be hyper vigilant on that shit. Okay, I'm gonna change subjects for a minute because somebody was arguing with me on Twitter today. Well,
What?
last night.
No.
I wasn't involved in it actually. They just said some shit that made me go, "What?" So Elizabeth Warren yesterday, she tweeted out that the government that works, we have a government that works for the wealthy and well-connected at the expense of everyone else. And I merely pointed out the unemployment rate and the rise of wages for the lowest wage workers is going up higher or faster than any other group. If government is supposed to work for the people, to make them wealthier, which by the way, it's not, it's doing a decent job right now. And this guy shot back with, what's the labor force participation rate? And how many of those people who have jobs are either underemployed or don't have benefits that literally every other country has?
Literally every country? That's
literally.
That's a bit of a reach.
Literally.
Somebody called him on it and he's like, oh, you're going to ignore my point because of hyperbole on my point? You said literally, bitch. Don't say literally if you don't mean literal. Just
Maybe he
out.
should elucidate his point a little better if he wants people not to focus on his jackassery.
What the fuck?
Stop being leafy for a minute and learn what the word literally fucking means.
What?
What's up? Okay. But to his point, yes, the labor participation rate is only about 63%, where it's been, I believe, since 2012, 2013, around there somewhere. But here's the thing. We have a shit ton of unfilled jobs. There's work out there to be found. And our unemployment rate, even with the way they calculated under Obama, and it's been calculated for ever, is ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Do you see what I see here? I'm screen sharing, by the way.
Real quick, Mike Downey, thank you. Africa and the Middle East literally say hi.
Yeah, the slaves in Yemen.
Do you notice what I notice?
Dead body gloves that are both the same hand?
Same hand.
Yeah, the same fucking hand. That's not very useful.
Well, it is for one hand.
Right. Just never use your left hand. You'll be fine. The Warren crowd, the Sanders crowd, they have a tough sell this year. Whoops. There we go. I was trying to get that away. How do I stop? You have to stop screen sharing. There you go.
I'm using Firefox and I don't know how to do anything.
Or all you have to do is tell me to take it off and I can take it off and it'll just sit there in the background. They have a tough sell this year because they have to sell everybody that they're going to take care of you when the economy is doing really well. It's really not the year for this kind of shit.
Now, if I want a Warren sign for my yard, can I trade beads for it?
Probably not.
Yes. No, you got to trade blankets. Cryptic, thank you. Them O.J. Simpson gloves, right? They do have that sheen. Yeah, I can't wait for the first primary. It's coming up, guys, in 5 days? It's on the 3rd.
Yes.
It should be fun. I haven't seen what the latest polls are. I should look at that. Let's see, 538 polls. Whoops. Primary polls. Let's see. Right now, we got to do this by state. The first state is Iowa. There we are. Sanders and Biden are about neck and neck right now. Sanders is collectively polling at 22.3, and Biden is 21.8. Closest to them is Buttigieg at 16 and Warren way down at 14. Oh, that front runner Warren is way down at 14%. Wow. Anybody got a prediction on this? I think Sanders is going to take it. I think he's got the momentum right now, and nobody's happy with Biden.
Yeah, I think Biden's going to be a surprise loser.
Well, I think nationally, I think as it gets out of the first two states, which we've talked about many times, those first two states are an aberration, really. Aberration, whatever. They're not a ghost. They're the other thing. God, why can't I say that word? But I think the first two, Bernie's probably going to win this one, and we'll see what happens in the aftermath for what happens on the 11th out there in New Hampshire.
I still maintain, like I've said from the beginning, Warren is going to be the nominee.
I want her to be. I really do. One, I think it will drive Bernie Bros insane, and they're some of the most fun people to watch when they're losing their shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Are the senators? Hold on. Are senators running going to be dismissed for the day? No, they have to be there.
Moonshock brings up a great point. Biden's magic leg hair will protect us all from the coronavirus.
There you go. Out in New Hampshire, that'll be the February 11th. The current collective polling. What do they call that? Aggregate polling.
Oh yeah.
Shows Sanders at 23%, Biden at 16%, Buttigieg at 13%, and front runner Warren also at 13%.
Front runner with the lowest. Okay.
No, if you watch Sinatra, almost any article that talks about her calls her a front runner. Like, she's in fourth fucking place everywhere behind Mayor Pete, for fuck's sake. Gamer Valine, thank you so much. I wonder what would happen if we put Biden with Cheney. That level of crazy, I'd find a venue. That could be fun to watch. Biden's getting close to Admiral Stockdale levels of, maybe we shouldn't be watching this guy.
Real quick. Sleepy Doodle says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how worried about the coronavirus should I be? It depends.
Where do you live?
Yeah, are you by a shipping hub? Do you live near an international airport? Are you near a business area? Or are you in the middle of fucking nowhere?
If you're on a college campus, how many international exchange students do they have? Are you around people that do a lot of international travel?
Like, I'm in Cleveland, so we have a huge international airport. We're a big shipping hub. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Densely populated, income very low.
Just checking the other polling places, because the next two places after that are Nevada and South Carolina, and in both of those, Sanders is pulling close in Nevada. In South Carolina, Biden still has a huge lead over everybody. In wherever I'm talking about now, Nevada, Biden and Sanders are within 2 points of each other.
Wow.
So I think, Jack, I want Warren to be their nominee. I really do. But I think she peaked. I think she's getting a lot of social media play, and it really hurt her not answering questions, because that's where she started falling. She was on the rise, and they're like, "How are you paying for this?" And like, "I'm not going to answer that question." And suddenly everybody turned away from her and started looking at Bernie. Well, they started looking at Pete for a little bit, and then Bernie again more seriously. Just thought about me working at Disney in a hotel where they also do international programs. You should be a little worried.
Yeah. Wash your hands a lot.
Yeah.
Like, not a weird amount, but like, just try not to touch your nose and your eyes as often, and wash your hands on a regular basis.
And if somebody coughs near you, tackle them and call for security.
Well, I don't know about
that. Mike Downey, thank you. Bender 2020, kill all humans.
Sleepy says I'm in the UK. I'd be very worried.
In the UK, yeah.
They're just going to start shipping those people over and tell you to accept them, bigot.
Do you think the UK, if this hits, say, France or Germany, one of those two, when they start quarantining, do you think they're going to close their borders?
I think Johnson would do that. He'd shut down the tunnel if it got bad. Like, if they were like legitimately concerned about France, yeah, I could see it happening.
Well, I meant the EU in general. Do you think they would close their borders to each other?
No. I think England might, because they're leaving the EU supposedly, but the EU in general, absolutely not.
Yeah, the EU won't do it.
They don't give a shit about their people.
No.
See, I wonder if this would be the backlash needed to close their borders.
It could be a backlash, but it won't do anything.
They're ideologues. They're not going to do it. And there's too much bureaucracy. I could see the UK doing it, though.
I'm not sure. I mean, you got Russia closing their border with China, which is something I never expected in my lifetime. And it would take a horrible virus to make that happen. If one of these European countries got it and it started spreading quickly there, I don't know how you survive the international or the backlash within your country if you go, no, I'm not closing the borders.
They've had backlash for everything. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but not this. I mean, you're talking about killing thousands of your people over it.
Yeah, what's the population going to do? They're unarmed.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Thousands of their people already died due to mass immigration.
Yeah, let them eat cake.
Mute says Poland will close borders and maybe Denmark. Fair enough. Poland will probably do it, sure.
Yeah, I could see a handful of countries going against EU mandate, but they're still going to have a tough time because you still have to get food and resources in there. A lot of those countries are landlocked or they don't have the requisite things like no oil resources. We're lucky we're a very large country with a lot of resources and we can kind of self-sustain. Most countries don't have that ability. So things are going to dry up a lot faster there, especially if they're a poor country like Romania, totally boned. Except for the vampires.
And V.
Yeah, and V. He's probably fine.
I'm pretty convinced he doesn't leave his fucking house.
That's the life.
Did Monkey die?
I don't know.
It's our show now.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. I was blowing my nose and forgot to unmute. And you guys were talking, so it didn't appear to me that there was anything wrong.
We're taking over your show.
Please do. I need to.
There he goes again. Gamer, we deserve all Monkey's money now. Split it evenly between Jack and I.
Excuse me. I tell people donate to you guys and me if they can. How dare you? How dare you? Try to take even more of my money.
Fuck?
You bastard. For that, guys, please donate to the Fat Ass Fund. Anyway, that could be me or Sinatra. Just saying. I haven't seen Jack, so maybe Jack.
But today? Oh, today is garbage day. Whoops.
Thank you, Cryptic. Sora Luna is the only Romanian that matters. Oh, I love Sora. Her voice. Oh my God, I love her voice. She's a Canadian that doesn't sound quite Canadian.
Yeah.
Because she does have that Romanian kind of accent, but Romanian Canadian accent combined is kind of sexy. Just throwing that out there.
I want to suck your blood, bub. You hoser.
You hoser.
Want to suck your blood, eh?
I hope she didn't hear that.
Sora's voice is adorable, says De La Hez. It really is. When I first heard her voice, I'm like, that can't be even real. Wait. Oh, Gene Hackman turned 90? Fuck.
He died.
No, he didn't.
Gene Hackman?
Is Hackman's not dead, is he?
No, I don't think
if he's the person up there. Okay, no, I was thinking of someone else.
I
was thinking of the only other famous Gene. Wilder.
Oh, yeah. Gene Wilder died, quite a while ago. James Colley, thank you, says Jack equals Michael, Sin equals Tito. Ouch. Shade. Tito had a good song, didn't he? He had one song that blew up back in the 80s.
I don't get it.
Tito Jackson.
Man.
Jackson 5. You're Tito. At least you're not the ones nobody remembers their name.
Yeah, like the others.
What is it? Michael, Tito, George, Ringo, and
Jermaine.
Jermaine. Oh, Jermaine's the one who had the bigger one. Yeah.
Janet wasn't that. What was the one that was Michael Jackson and drag? The other.
Latoya.
Yeah, Latoya.
That was an ugly dude, man.
That was an ugly dude. Oh yeah, Piccolo posted it right then. Does that make Polydub Latoya? That's mean, Piccolo.
Excuse me. Holy shit. Sorry, guys.
Gene Simmons doesn't exist? Not in my eyes.
Well, we're talking about actors, so.
He was an actor. He was in Runaway with Tom Selleck.
Wasn't he in Scooby-Doo too?
Yeah.
He's not an actor like Gene Hackman is or Gene Wilder.
That's true.
But yeah, happy birthday to Gene Hackman. I like Gene Hackman.
Yeah. Great actor. Oh,
Who Shoots is a great movie, and my other one where he played a coach. The Replacements, underrated film. If you've never seen it, that film was fucking hilarious.
Jamel said the song was Dynamite.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
I heard we were driving somewhere the other day, and Donny Osmond's song came on. The one that was a really big hit for him back in the late 80s, early 90s. I forget when it was.
Wow.
Something about love. I forget what it was. And I was like, Donnie fucking Osmond. Oh yeah, I remember he had one big hit there for a while. Monkey Gonna Turn Walker. No, I'm that was just a regular sneeze, you guys. That was a Michigan sneeze.
Is that like a Michigan bankroll?
Yes. I don't know what that is, but
Michigan bankroll is when you take a stack of ones and wrap a 20 around it so it looks like you're rich.
Gotcha. The only thing I've ever heard Michigan put in front of is a Michigan stop. It's a rolling stop.
Oh yeah.
They do that here all the time. Donnie and Marie Osmond, big, just the cutest couple for a television show. Except they're not a couple. Remember, they're brother and sister.
Well,
I mean,
Ilhan Omar.
I was gonna say in some places that might be a couple. The Replacements, the Disney cartoon. No. It's a movie about football. That movie's actually interesting because it's based on the strike from '82, I think it is. But they didn't pay for the NFL rights, so they had to make up their own teams. It's a great movie though. It's funny. Man, there's nothing going on in the world except for coronavirus and impeachment. You know what that means? It means it's time to check the hashtag. We haven't checked the hashtag today. We call it a Cali stop. Yeah, most states call it their own stop, but the first place I ever heard it was here.
I'll be back in a minute. Got to take care of a thing in the toilet.
Do your thing. Let's see. Wow. The Ass Crack team is on it over there. Whoa. That is cute. Look at the ass on that girl. All right. Can I show this one? Yeah, I can show this one. I just realized she even had a face. She's kind of cute. But damn. Look at that. Look at the butt on that girl. Well done, ass.
Yeah, her thighs are kind of fat.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, it's not my fault. She's got chub in all weird places.
Well, I figured she's got a little on her arm there, a little on her belly there. But that's nice. That's nice, man. Look at those curves. That ass looks like an upside down heart. That's how it's supposed to look. Damn.
Looks like she takes up too much of the toilet seat.
Oh, dear God. You're not supposed to be on it at the same time.
Well, I'm not going to be, but I can watch her from my surveillance system, can't I?
Yeah, you might not like the other ones in there, Jack. They're all a little thick. Anyway, let's see. That's a video. I can't watch it while we're live, so I have to check that one out later. Oh, Grill and Pirate Pete, what did you do? That's Jennifer Aniston. Oh, that's my TV bay, yo. That's a girl eating ice cream and it's dripping down her body. My God. Guys, check out the hashtag. Holy fuck. MITAM if you want to send us. Oh, my. I shouldn't try to talk while I'm looking at these, Jack.
Yeah, I got a story for you. Side chat.
I'll grab that in just a second. Game over. Trump declares as Bolton. Hang on. As old Bolton shift videos surface amid Senate impeachment trial. A string of newly resurfaced video clips of former National Security Advisor John Bolton spurred President Trump and his supporters Wednesday to highlight what they described as serious credibility questions raised by both Democrats and Republicans amid the Senate impeachment trial. In his tweet, Trump linked to an interview of Bolton in August 2019, where he discusses Ukraine policy. In the Radio Free Europe Radio Liberty interview clip, Bolton made no mention of any illicit quid pro quo and acknowledged, as Republicans have claimed, that combating corruption in Ukraine was a high priority for the administration. Fuck, get the words out. Fair enough. John Bolton, wasn't he part of the Iraq thing?
Yeah.
Isn't that where we got him from?
He's been around for a while. Because he was a UN ambassador for a bit too. Yeah, he's been around since like the 90s, I think.
I just think it's funny right now to watch these Democrats he's the most credible person ever. We need to hear from him. Even Schiff at one point yesterday, I go, okay, look, I don't always like Bolton. I like him a little more now. He actually said that. I like him a little more now. You're a douche.
Yeah.
John Bolton threw this in his book and released it to the public to sell the book.
Oh, yeah, it's total publicity stunt. And I'd be willing to bet, because this is a report based on somebody saying this, that what he put in the book is total milquetoast nonsense. Like, oh, Trump said this, but we were like, no, dial it back. And it's like one paragraph, nothing in the book.
Yeah. My bet would be it was actually added to the book very, very recently.
Probably.
Very recently.
That's a great way to sell books, though.
Yeah. Oh, God. Homero Gomez Gonzalez, prominent butterfly activist in Mexico, found dead in a well. The fuck is a butterfly activist?
And how did they end up in wells?
A man known as Mexico's most prominent butterfly activist. Wait. Most prominent?
Yeah, because apparently there's other butterfly activists.
All right.
What are you doing, Mexico? Seriously.
Was found dead in a well, and his family fears he may have been a casualty of cartel violence. No.
What? The guy running around with a net catching butterflies? What could he possibly stumble into other than a dozen drug dens?
No shit. Homero Man, I said it right the first time. Let's try it again. Homero Gonzalez, a former logger who became one of the most vocal defenders of central Mexico's monarch butterfly population, disappeared on January 13th, alarming environmental activists throughout the country and the U.S., the Washington Post reported. Rights groups immediately suspected that angry loggers or criminal groups in the town of Ocampo in Michoacan, I don't know that state, known for its violent gangs, may have targeted Gonzalez, according to the report. His body was found floating Wednesday in a well not far from El Rosero monarch butterfly preserve he managed.
Mike Downey said he was cleaning the coke pollen off butterflies.
I have a theory.
Uh-oh.
See, they're looking at the cartels or the possible loggers, which he used to be part of. Maybe the second most prominent butterfly advocate wanted to be the most prominent.
That's what I'm hoping it is. Or the butterflies got together and collectively dropped him in the well.
Like, fuck this guy.
43 of them pick him up and just drop him.
Yeah.
Cryptic, thank you. He's gone Zales now, isn't he? Well played. It was the caterpillars.
I suspect the monarch from the Venture Brothers cartoon.
It was Mothra.
Mothra. Prominent butterfly activist.
What is a butterfly? How do you become? Okay. He was chopping down trees, saw butterflies, didn't have a place. Can't butterflies live like all over?
Yeah. But what gets me is like butterfly bird watchers, those types, they seem to be very like little kids chasing glow bugs, you know? Like, oh, yeah. Butterfly, oh, and they just run around. Well, I don't picture this guy being a threat to anyone. So this is a Murder, She Wrote episode.
I think you're probably right. He was probably going to look at some monarch preserve and stumbled into a drug tent.
Yeah.
Oops. He either stumbled onto a cartel facility or he was activisming against cartel activity.
Activisming.
He might have been like trying to preserve something and upset the cartel. Maybe they're working with the loggers in some way. I don't know. I still think it was the second most prominent guy.
I'd be looking at him for sure.
Yeah.
Or the opposite, somebody that wanted to destroy all the butterflies.
Oh, somebody out there who's like butterfly phobic.
Yeah, maybe a caterpillarist, because they don't want them transitioning into butterflies.
Well, there's pictures with butterflies all over this man. Maybe it was a consent issue. Maybe an angry butterfly father. Like, I didn't tell you that you could have my daughter on your finger like that.
That's true. That's true.
You don't know. You don't know. But man, I would not want to live in Mexico. It is too easy to die down there.
Oh yeah.
No shit.
And it's a shithole. So
I mean, given the choice, I would live in Chicago's worst neighborhood over the best neighborhood in Mexico.
Yeah, because Mexico is a lot like playing the Oregon Trail.
Yes.
You're probably going to break your leg or get dysentery, and then you're going to die.
Oh, God. I still think back to their last election and how many fucking people running for mayor here and there just ended up dead.
Or the fact that the cartel outgunned the military.
Yes. They're going to catch El Chapo's youngest kid, and the gangs were like, no, and the military's like, well, fuck, okay.
Mike Downey brought up a good point. He's playing off what I said about the caterpillars. We need to hit up 4chan and make caterpillars a trans symbol.
Oh, there you go. Midnight says, I had a guy offer me a free trip to Mexico to prove to me that Mexico isn't a shithole. Well, where was he sending you? Is it going to be a Conan O'Brien thing where they send you to Acapulco or some beautiful tourist place that as long as you stay there, you're mostly safe? Just don't step out of the imaginary line of where you're allowed to be safe, because then they'll never hear from you again, and we'll see you in Fox News for months, especially if you're a white chick.
Yeah, and your family will be sending you fingers.
Yeah. You notice all these people who love Mexico and it's such a great place, never actually go down there except to the major tourist spots. They never go to El Shithole. They don't go somewhere where there's no running fucking water, which is in a lot of places in the country. Oh, man. El Chapo's son. Wait, what did we decide El Chapo was? Isn't that short and gay or something like that? I don't speak Mexican.
I don't remember.
Acapulco is as far as safe as you can get. Well, Bert and Ernie, I'm just going back to my 80s knowledge of Mexico. That was where everybody went back in the day.
Yeah,
all the stars went in and vacationed in Acapulco, and it sounded like such a far off, exotic place because it is exotic, meaning you might get dysentery. Yeah.
Pincalo said resorts aren't safe anymore either. Cartels just come on and take people off the resort and murder them now. That's been going on for like 2 years. You know, that one surprised me. There's nothing south of the American border I have any interest in going to because I don't want to die. And I'm too poor. My family isn't going to pay for me.
Everybody knows Tijuana's safe.
Wow. Yeah, that's really not true.
Yeah, it used to be where you went to get your drugs, but now don't go there, man. They'll bring it to you.
Right.
They'll bring it right to your door these days. They got like Uber for pot. Wouldn't that be a great service?
I mean,
sure you can't trust the driver, but
yeah, it's like Grubhub for weed.
Yeah, Weed Hub,
Bud Hub,
Bud Hub. There you go. The drivers get to you like 3 days later because they're just chilling, dude. Oh my goodness, yeah, I don't know why anybody goes south of the border.
No, if you want to experience a third world country, just go to the homeless encampments in LA.
Right. Or San Fran.
Yeah, or pretty much anywhere in California.
Look, at least our gangs just shoot you.
Yeah.
They don't behead you and leave your head outside your family's door as a warning never to speak of them.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Do you remember that one? It was probably 2-3 years ago now, where they cut off the heads of like 8 people and just left them on a side of the road as a warning to the town?
Yeah.
Like, oh hell no! This is a place that needs one of those action heroes from the 80s that would go into a town and clean it all up, fight the gang all by themselves. You remember those? Ah, those were fun.
Yeah.
To experience different cultures, Ranting Monkey, and Instagram likes. We have different cultures. You want different culture? Go to fucking Louisiana. Go hang out on the bayou for a little bit. You'll experience entirely different cultures.
Well, that's the thing. America is so fucking big and so different on either side. You can experience different cultures in different part of the country.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you want to experience Mexican culture, go to San Diego. Fuck LA. Anywhere south of say San Francisco in California.
Yeah, most of Texas, southern Arizona,
Yeah.
New Mexico.
You get all that shit without having to deal with gang violence if you're not too close to the border. And possibly get eaten by entirely different animals.
Yeah.
Y'all need Rambo, not Jesus. Well, the Mexicans do. They need El Rambo. I bet if you glass San Francisco, the rest of the state will fall in line. I feel like if we sent a nuke to San Francisco, the dirt and shit that would be blown out into the atmosphere would kill us all.
Yeah, it might blot out the sun. Be like a hobo poop shield from the
Shit.
Yes.
It'd send us right back into another ice age.
No, it'd be a brown age.
Oh, Jesus.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Joy Sorrow says, or go to El Centro, California, about as close as the border you need to get. Smells like Mexico, too. Ew.
Yeah. I really feel bad for in like LA and San Francisco are the truck drivers. Because you got to drive down there all the time and dump stuff off and worry about getting robbed. You got your truck getting stolen or immigrants trying to hide in your truck. It pissed me off.
Beaches and cheap drugs, says Expo Hotep. Again, man, you can get that here in the States. We got tons of beaches. We're literally surrounded by water on two sides. That's always my favorite. California has a water shortage. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
They need desalination plants.
They do, but they won't put them in for the
that's-
environmental impact.
Yeah, worry about those minnows and whatnot.
Yeah. You could find ways around that, man. You really could. People do it all the time. Yeah, we got plenty of beaches here. There's even beaches in Michigan. You ever been to have you two ever been to the ocean?
I've
No.
seen it from a distance.
Oh. First time I went to the beach here, we went up to Lake Michigan. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was cold. The water's freezing. The sand is dirty as fuck. And like, that's not a beach. It's not a beach. How dare you call it that, you shitheads? Now go ahead. Everybody should go see the ocean. If for no other reason to stand there and feel how small you are. You can't help but do that the first time you stand there and just stare at the ocean and realize there is water so far that you could, no matter how high up you got, you could never see the other side. And think how fucking minuscule you are compared to all of that goddamn water. But it's still fun to swim in.
Yeah, with the sharks and the giant squid and
it's disgusting and dirty sometimes, depending on which part of the beach you go to. But the waves, man, that's what makes it fun. There's nothing like almost drowning because you didn't realize a wave was coming.
Jesus.
You get tossed ass overhead towards the shore. It's fun, man. Pacific beaches are the best. I haven't been to the Pacific since I was about 7 years old. I remember very little of it. But yeah, I love the Atlantic, man.
Sinatra can go down by the Cuyahoga and see if it catches on fire. Okay.
Yeah.
How long has it been since that did catch on fire?
It's been a while. I don't know the exact date, but it's not recent.
It's overdue.
Yeah, no shit.
I just remember reading about a river catching on fire. I'm like, what? How the fuck does that happen? Now, is it the trash or is there like oil in there too?
I don't fucking know.
They were just dumping everything in there.
Oh, it was like
It was like that
pond
river in the
Simpson
fucking
movie.
Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly.
You fucking three-eyed fish and shit. Yeah, definitely.
Okinawa, Australia, Diego Garcia, way better than Florida. Now I'm landlocked. Never been to any of those. I'm guessing with the things you just said, Navy, because my dad has been to all of those places. And again, I'm not saying there's not beautiful beaches everywhere else. I'm just saying, if you've only ever been to a lake, it's not a beach. God damn it. Mike Downing, thank you. 2020 is making me realize how right Carlin was. Carlin was smart, man. He really was.
Definitely
his
ahead of his
observations
time.
were. No, he was living in his time. That's the thing. This stuff started back then, and he noticed it and saw where it was headed. Anybody with a brain could see where it was headed. And here we are. I'd take anything over the Gulf of Mexico, says Becca. I've never been down that way. I'm basically for beaches. It's East Coast. Carlin was the last true liberal. Yeah, he had very liberal ideas, yes, but he was also, by today's standards, definitely not liberal. His thoughts on free speech would get him. People be throwing tomatoes and garbage at him.
Oh yeah.
Jordan says, went to the lake. There was sand. Counts as a beach. Bullshit. If you don't have a good chance of being eaten by a shark or getting a jellyfish sting, it doesn't count.
It looks like the last time that Cuyahoga was on fire was in '69, although the city was still pumping sewage in '70s.
Nice.
So there were some minor blowups, but the last big fire was in '69.
Oh, and Gamer says, yep, he was in the Navy. Gamer Valine says he was in the Navy. Okinawa Beach up north is beautiful. South, no, says Cryptic. Fair enough. Diego Garcia has nice beaches on base. I'm sure they do. Yeah, my dad loved going all over. There's very few places he didn't like. So, when I say America's best and you don't have to leave, you can if you want to. There's beautiful stuff out there. Just don't go to Mexico. It's a shithole.
Might want to avoid Wuhan for right now, too.
Yeah, be careful in China. Yeah. Sharks live in the Missouri River. Does that count? No. It's a river. Go see a real beach, for fuck's sake.
Beaches are overrated. Unless you're looking for pirate gold.
There's always a good chance at a real beach of seeing a fat chick in a thong, man.
Oh, that's selling it. Yeah. Stepping on pointy used drug needles, too.
We went to one of the local beaches around here, and not only was it a fat bitch in a thong, it was a fat old chick.
Ew.
And she had little white pubes poking out at the bottom of her.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. It was oh no.
Did I ever tell you about the stripper I saw with the fucking pubes hanging out of her thong?
No.
That's disgusting.
Shelly and I went to the strip club that's down the street, and it's in a shitty area. But this black girl, long dreadlocks, you know the type, attitude. She had a little green thong on, and all you could see around the sides were these little like daddy long leg spider leg pubes sticking out. And I was like, look at that.
This is Kyle says, I was about to eat, monkey. You can still eat. I mean, old lady's got pubes. It's okay. Mike Downing, thank you so much for the the sticker of the guy barfing. My bad.
I feel
you see that
out.
video of the dude at the fucking baseball game puking his guts out?
I did
all over himself. He's just standing. It's a big fat dude, and he just has his hand over his mouth like he's coughing. He's like, it's just spraying puke all down his shirt.
Gross.
It is really fucking nasty.
Cryptic, thank you. Seen a Japanese chick bush in a bikini at a beach?
Nice.
I'm not offended by pubes sticking out.
It depends on how gross the chick that owns them is.
Yes, that's the difference. If she's hot and she's got just like a pube or two sticking out, like, all right, I want to see the rest of that.
All right. Oh, well, that reminds me of a pube story that I could share because I was feeling a little left out. I'm glad I remembered this. There was a chick I knew that had a snail trail that went from her lower belly button all the way down to her pubes, and it was just like this, like a thick stripe, like men get.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, that's gross. Never touching you.
See, again, there's times that's okay. It can't be like real dark, but just like a little happy trail going down there.
No, this was like from the end of her belly button down to her bush.
No, okay, Ass Crack team. See if you can find me a decent looking woman wearing a bikini that has the trail from the belly button down. I'm asking for problems there, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I'm saying it can be sexy. Just like a stray pube can be sexy. And ladies, here's what you do. If you're a hot chick and you don't shave your bush completely, when you put on your bikini, just pull a strand out to the side and watch how many dudes just check out your twat. More than normal, I guarantee it. Because somebody will see it and go, look. Look, I'm just trying to help them get some attention, Jack. That's the world we live in. Hi, Weebo.
Morning,
Weebo, you can try that with your boyfriend. Put on your bikini and just pull one of your pubes out to the side.
Nobody finds that sexy. Just shave it all off and get on with your day.
They do. That's why they look. It makes you think, wow, what's the rest of under there?
I was never happier than when I dated a water polo player because she shaved everything.
I don't mind hair. I don't want one of those 70s bushes. I don't want that.
Yeah.
And again, oh God, I just went back to that real sex thing. Oh God. Every time I talk about a 70s bush, that's what I see. It was a real sex on HBO where they went to one of these get in touch with yourself things, and it's a bunch of fat old people getting naked because that's who you want to see naked.
No.
And they're laying in a circle, their feet all together, and they're basically humping the air.
Oh, why are you just telling us this?
You have to hear the rest of it. This lady's bush, it didn't start at her belly button, but it feels like it did. And it was thick all the way through the taint.
Oh,
just
God.
Like all the way down. And as she would thrust up, the lips would open a little bit.
Ah!
And it looked like this weird hairy monster trying to bite people.
Shut up.
Oh, it was beautiful. Yet that's what I think of anytime I think of 70s, because it was long, man. This bush looked like it was 3 feet long. And it was thick, man. Oh my God.
I think the worst thing is that my imagination is probably more horrifying than what it actually looked like, but I don't want to look it up to verify that.
Your imagination is probably right on, Jack. It's as bad as it sounds. It was so bad. This is a circle of people doing this, and she's the only one I remember.
Wow. Oh God, that's disgusting.
Oh, it was horrible, and it was a pussy monster, man. It was disgusting. Oh. My boyfriend isn't picky about me. He's a good boy. Aw, does he let you have horrible bush? You should trim it in fun and fantastic ways.
See, that's the thing. I like a little like happy trail or a landing strip, like just that little
landing strip's fine. Good. Yeah, I just want it trimmed down, man. Even if you keep it, just trim it down. I want to be able to breathe when I'm down there.
Right.
And I don't want to spend the whole time going.
Look,
a little landing strip is perfect.
The vagina bush is a lot like your yard. You want it well maintained and not looking like you're the ghetto people.
Indeed, yeah. You don't want it. That's the other thing with the pubes sticking out from a bathing suit. Don't have it up over the top. Nobody wants to see that. If it's coming out the top, you have issues. He's a Greek boy. He's got worse bush. He's got no leg to stand on about this. No, you're the woman. You're the one who's supposed to take care of your stuff. You're the woman. When did women start thinking they get to tell us how we look? The fuck did that happen? No, you guys are there to look pretty for us. That's how it works. We're here to open pickle jars and move heavy things for you.
And kill spiders.
I don't kill them, though. I just keep them away from her. You guys remember Tomato? Tomato used to live on my desk.
Yeah, but remember, there is a point where you will be asked to kill something for her, whether it's a spider or a bug or something.
I was sitting here one night and I got a text from her. She's laying in bed. Come in here now. Like, okay. So I run in there. There's a spider coming down from the ceiling, and it is headed straight to her stomach. She's like, that one has to die now. I'm like, all right. He had to die. There's a rule. They're not allowed to come near her. She lets me keep them as long as they don't come near her.
Yeah.
Lebo says, am I? Shaving puss is a relatively recent development on beauty routines. Yes, and it's a good thing.
It
Yeah,
is.
so are maxi pads, vaccinations, and vitamins. Those are all good things.
Birth control, tampons. What else we got? All kinds of shit is new. Weebs, what are you gonna do? Go medieval on his ass? Come in there smelling like dirty puss?
Yeah, I guarantee you, if you show up with armpit hair, he's gonna start thinking you've joined the feminist team.
Yeah. That is the only one that really, really bothers me. And I don't know why. Most of the, I don't want to shave my puss. Don't shave your puss. I don't want to shave my legs. I don't give a fuck. Wear pants. But a hairy armpit makes me vomit.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's just get rid of that one, ladies. If you want to get, I'm not a big fan of the dark-haired hairy legs, because that just looks manly to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can throw on some tights. I won't see it. But please, no, get rid of the arm hair, the underarm hair. He has to landscape as well. I don't want to taste pubes either. Look, hey, Cyan, listen to me. That's not saying. Sorry, I'm not a weeb. I don't know how to say these things.
That's why I'm here to correct you.
And I appreciate it. Women's job is to look pretty and never complain. That's what you were put on earth for. Damn, now I'm starting to sound like Molyneux. I'm just kidding.
No, you got to do it at creepier cadence. And that's what you were put here for. Now make me a sandwich, a turkey on rye. That's how he talks. It's creepy.
It is. Oh God, I don't know why I brought that dude up. If you guys haven't watched Molyneux, just go watch him. Watch one of he does live streams where he does call-in shows. And his answers, it is really creepy the way he talks, man.
It talks like he's going to give a religious sermon and then ask you to stab a child.
At some point, he's going to ask you to donate all your worldly possessions to him and shave your head like he does and put on a robe.
Possibly drink some Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I don't know your perspective on it, Sinatra, but I don't particularly care for Molyneux.
I never watched one of his videos.
That says still have ads, try harder. Oh. Fuck. Apparently YouTube's not listening this late. I think I started pretty nice today. I wasn't that bad.
It's because P-Dog's streaming. We're over there watching him.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah, guys, P-Dog's streaming. What are you watching me for? Go watch him. Watch this on replay. We'll be just as funny on replay.
And our Streamlabs will still be open.
That's true. Streamlabs are always open, guys. If you're watching this later, you're like, man, I wish I could have donated. Well, you're in luck because you always can. Shilling makes me feel dirty.
Dirty,
really,
or
I feel like a
filthy.
dirty boy. I feel like a dirty boy. Dante says, what guy are we talking about? Stefan Molyneux. He used to do stuff when I first got onto the YouTubes. I watched some of his stuff. He did some anti-feminist stuff, which was really good. And then somewhere along the line, he just went nuts. He's insane. I swear he is.
Yeah, the second video of his I watched, I was like, I'm out. This guy talks like a cult leader.
His cadence really, really does.
Yeah, you can tell he's had some like theater training or drama classes, because that's how you would do like some plays, like Shakespeare type stuff. If you're doing a sonnet or a soliloquy, he's got that kind of cadence down. He's got it really well nailed down. Like he's going to ask you to donate money to his airplane or something like that to fight the demons or something.
And if you guys like him, that's fine. I like what you like. It's just definitely not for me.
Yeah, same here. I don't like the way he talks. Otherwise, maybe he says good things. I don't know. I can't pay attention.
Okay, guys, I need y'all to do me a favor. If you can, guys, please hit this link. Go over there, say hi, and drop a like, please. If you're not watching already, that's P-Dog. He streams 10 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. Does really good stuff. Check it out. And please, right now, go over there, say hi, and drop a like. And finish watching if you want to. And you can remember, you can always come back here later. Molyneux is a failed actor who doesn't realize he failed because he's a shit actor. Well played, Midnight. No, like I said, when I first got on here, he used to go around doing talks about feminism and men's rights, especially. And yeah, from there he just went. Now he likes to tell women, if you want to be a proper woman and get a date, here's how you do it. And it's always like you have to dress like you're from Little House on the Prairie kind of shit.
He likes that Amish look.
He does. But still shave and clean your bush and all that, which is good advice. That really is. I mean, he's just not listening to him give it. See, if you want to hear about how to take care of your vagina, you need to come here and ask us. We'll tell you, and we won't sound creepy when we do it.
Oh, we'll sound creepy, just less creepy.
Well, we're creepy in a different. We're not cult creepy. We're, oh dear God, did they say that creepy?
I could try to do a Molyneux, but I don't think I'm hitting the cadence quite right.
No, you got it. You're getting there, but you're not quite right. And you have to emphasize. He's almost like he's trying to do a Captain Kirk at certain points.
Yeah.
He does it a little bit lower too, not as close to the mic, but I really want you to take this away from me. That women are the cause of all my problems because I have mommy issues.
Chatmore says he's actually the scary bald man from The Handmaid's Tale the feminists lie awake in terror of.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, God. Oh, man. What time we got? Oh, we're at 2 hours. We're going to be wrapping up here soon. Yeah, I think, this is a good time to do it. We're down to vagina and Molyneux, so maybe this is a good time to do it anyway. Weibo's job hunting. Well, sweetheart, make sure you groom well. Nobody wants to hire a woman with horrible bush. That's just a fact.
Well, if you're applying for a job where you're going to have to run around a lot, just spike all your hair straight back and always be in a position that looks like you're running, and they'll think you're just that quick.
Indeed. You'll look like you're a go-getter. How many applications is enough to stop for the day?
6.
Depends on how badly you need a job. Apply everywhere and do it all in one day, and then you can rest until somebody hires you.
Yeah, do a minimum of 6.
Minimum of 6. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, can't they just give me the job?
No.
Well, they could, but they're not gonna. I feel like now we're
with the Weinstein Company.
We're employment counselors. Remember, any advice you get from us should not be taken seriously all the time.
Or at all.
Yeah. Ever.
This is for entertainment purposes only, you guys. You can try a temp agency, Weibo. I don't like temp agencies.
Yeah, they're not really that good.
Well, I worked at a shop where it's not that hard to get people who could work there at the machine shop. But for some reason, they got in their head that they should start using a local temp agency. And it was just such a cheap way to get around paying people. Such a cheap way. Like, just hire the fucker. And they'd keep them on the string. I think the longest they could keep them with the contract they had is 6 months. So you get these people come in and they do really well. And then they'd have to go away. And we get somebody in there who doesn't know their ass from their elbow.
Yeah, or they hire someone in at like $3 more an hour and never tell the temp. Mm-hmm. The temp's doing all the extra work for less money.
And I get it. It's, for some people, it's the only way to get jobs because, like I said, they did that up here, which took that place out of the work possibilities. The only way you could get in there is if you got hired through the temp agency, which nobody ever got fucking hired.
Yeah.
Cryptic, thank you. I did 10 a day for months before I got a job. Well, there you go. Do 10 a day, and in months you'll have a job. We will. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this morning. It is amazing to me that you show up, and I love you for it. You're awesome people. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are so very generous, and I appreciate it more than words could ever express. And that's not just a platitude. That is a fact. Jack, is there anything you'd like to spill today?
I'll throw a link to my latest video in the chat. And thank you so much for the donations, guys. It does help quite a bit.
Delahaye says, damn it, I was about to send a dono. Feel free. We're not done yet. You know what, Jack? It's been a while since we told them we were going to leave, and then we stayed for half an hour. We're due for one of these because these fuckers start leaving as soon as I say that.
Well, yeah. Because, most people are like actually leaving when they say they're leaving.
Yeah. How dare you guys think I'm truthful?
We are what's the phrase for that? Undercut it or changing your expectations, subverting your expectations.
Subverting your expectations. Plus, we're procrastinators. We're just we can't get to the end. Sin, anything you want to show?
Nope. Nothing
Sin,
today. Absolutely nothing today.
Sin has tons of shit. Go watch Sinatra Says.
Creeps in Sinaqua, all of it.
Yeah, you subscribe to all of that shit. And if you're not, why not? I'm gonna go play some Ark. I'm getting back into that goddamn game, and it's pissing me off because it's a time suck. And I realized something. The last time we played it, by the end of it, I was just like done. And I've watched videos, and everybody keeps talking about mod, and we made the game way too easy for me the first time because you throw all these mods in that make the game easier for you. And I understand that it is a long game if you just sit there and play it. But I realized as I'm playing right now why I don't mod games. Because it is so much harder and I'm so much more invested in it now because I don't have somebody's bullshit way of making the game easier. I hate that shit. I'm just saying. My head isn't that round and I don't hate Star Wars, but what the fuck?
He said, so you're Ryan Johnson, the guy who directed Last Jedi.
Yeah, Mr. That shit pissed me off so bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not purposefully dragging this one out, but since that got brought up, the idea that your whole goal is to subvert expectations is fucking stupid. You might want to exceed expectations. How about that? When did we stop that?
Subverting expectations is the excuse people give when they make crap.
I mean, it's also so much easier to do than actually exceeding expectations or even meeting them.
It's just it's an excuse because you did something bad. Like, oh, I didn't fuck that up. I was just subverting your expectations. It's an excuse for failure.
No, you just don't understand what he actually did.
Oh, he's so artsy and stunning and brave. Shut up, he sucks.
Yeah, go make a gay cowboys eating pudding thing. Oh, Dale Hayes, thank you. He says, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Next year, Monkey sings for free. Happy birthday to me. It's your birthday, bud? You could have just said that. You didn't have to put that in there. If you mentioned birthday, the chat lights up to let me know. My friend, Della Hayes, this one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Happy birthday to you. Sinatra, you could say something here.
I'm doing something.
Happy birthday, dear Della Hayes.
Oh, Della Hayes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sir. I hope you have a good one. He says, I did say something. Did say it. I didn't see it. I apologize. Chat, why didn't you let me know? I was reading chat. I've been reading chat. Apparently, it didn't want me to know that. But Della Hayes, happy birthday, sir. I really do hope you have a good one.
Yeah, man.
Where are we at? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing my pitch. Satsu 2 cents tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Lords of the Night. I don't think I'm going to be doing a game stream today. I'm still recovering. I'm just going to sit here, watch the stupid ass Senate hearings while I play some Ark, and hopefully take a fucking nap because I didn't get much sleep either. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming and hanging out. Jack, Sinatra, a pleasure as always, gentlemen. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
It's time for you to go away as I sing my song.